Hi, it's me, Becca. I wanted to talk to you about my magic cane. I went blind when I was 12 years old, and that was a pretty traumatic experience for me, and it was very hard for many years. But then in 1997, I got my first cane and training on how to use it, and it was like it gave me back my ability to go walk around, safely and independently and decide where I was going to go instead of having to wait for someone to sight guide me, somebody who was ill trained at sight guiding, to say the least. You know what I mean? And so I know a lot of people view the cane as a sign of a disability, as a handicap, as something negative. But to me, the cane is a sign of independence, of freedom, of not being dependent and of not being handicapped. This is what freed me from the from the blindness. This is my strength. Honestly, I kind of look at it like this. If I don't have my cane, I'm like Samson when Delilah was done with him. I'm weak if I don't have my cane. I can't leave my house safely unless I have someone to lead me by the hand, essentially sight guide me. But with my cane, I can literally go anywhere I want. When you go blind, of course, to walk around, you can't see what's in front of your feet. So it's not safe to walk around. So you have to have someone there to lead you around. If you want to be able to go where you want to go, you have to be able to see what's in front of your feet. So you can either bend over and feel what's in front of your feet, or find something long enough that's able to feel what's in front of your feet. And that's essentially what you do with the cane, is you see what's in front of your feet as you're walking. So if there's a curb that you're going to step down on, or a step that you're going to trip on, or something like that, or a tree branch, this will tell you about it. And it depends on what kind of cane you're using. Different canes, you use different techniques. For this cane, you can do the tap slide like this, where you tap and slide out to both directions to make sure you're clearing your area as you're walking. And then there's just the tap like this. And I might use this when I'm walking along to find a sidewalk. Like, let's say I'm walking along and I want to find a sidewalk that goes off to the right or to the left, and there's grass along the way. So I'm walking, I'm tapping like this, and as I tap, sidewalk, and let's say it's grass, sidewalk, grass, and then when I come to that other sidewalk I'm looking for, it'll go sidewalk, when I tap. That's how a blind person would use that technique to find a sidewalk that they're looking for. Oh, and then there's the stair technique, the up the stairs technique, and the down the stairs technique, and then the up escalator and the down escalator technique. My technique for going up the stairs, I hold on to the handrail with my right hand, and then I gently just let my cane go like this, and it bounces off each step as I'm going. And I keep it down at about my ankle height. I like to tap it on the step in front of me. So as I'm going up the stairs, I can see it, and I hold it in front of me a little bit. So it's tapping the stair in front of me, so I know that there's more stairs. And then once I get up to the top, it doesn't bump another step, so I know I'm up at the top. And then when you go downstairs, it's similar. You hold onto the handrail and you use the cane tip. And what you do is you position the cane tip so it's like hovering above the step right in front of where I'm about to step down. So once the cane touched ground, then I know that I was about to step on the ground, the flat ground next time. You know what I mean? It's essentially the cane tip going before your foot. Without my cane, it's I can tell you my cane has become such a part of me that on those rare occasions when I walk out my front door and forget it, I get about 5 steps out my front door and I feel naked, because that's how much a part of me my cane has become. But without it, it's really scary because you can't see what's in front of your feet. So why would a person want to take any steps forward in life if you can't see what's in front of your feet? When I went blind when I was 12 years old, and my family was pretty poor, and times were really rough, and my mother didn't have the best of times dealing with everything that had gone on. And so she was very intolerant with my cane because my cane was in the way. And I didn't have proper training on how to make the cane useful, so she saw no use for the cane. So it became an eyesore and something that was in the way, and I wasn't allowed to use it. I wasn't encouraged to use it. In fact, I was totally discouraged from using the cane. And so I was going to school and I was falling down the stairs at school. I was falling in holes and ditches around town. I was slipping on the ice. I was falling in mud puddles and like falling in the snow because of uneven terrain. I was living in a town with gravel streets with ruts in them because during the harvest time, it would rain and the streets would get soft and the grain trucks would go on the streets and then they would harden into these horrible ruts. And imagine as a blind girl who doesn't have a cane trying to walk on these gravel streets with these ruts and trying not to fall. It was really treacherous. But I really feel like my parents held me back because they denied me the ability to use a cane when I first went blind. It would have really helped me a lot. And also the fact that I was just discouraged from learning Braille when I first went blind. I didn't learn Braille until I was an adult. It was 2014 when I finally went and learned Braille because I wasn't given that opportunity as a child. That was just one more thing I was discouraged from doing. Honestly, I felt like my parents were ashamed of my blindness and they wanted me to pretend I wasn't blind. I was completely helpless. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't plan on going to college. I couldn't plan on going to work. I couldn't even plan on going to the grocery store safely without a cane because I couldn't walk anywhere safely without a cane. And so that's what really stunted my growth. But with my cane, the world is open to me and I can go wherever I want. Honestly, this is my magic cane. It's like a magic wand, but it's my magic cane.